The biggest mistake people make with puppy biting is accidentally rewarding it. Yep, that's right. You might actually be encouraging your puppy to bite. Puppy biting is one of the most common challenges that every puppy parent faces. But today, don't worry, I'm going to explain why this happens, but I'll also give you actionable tips to stop it. So go grab a notebook or maybe a chew toy and let's get started. Here's the thing. Puppies bite to explore their world, they're teething, and they use their teeth to play. When you pull your hand away or talk to them or look at them, say no, stop, don't, you're actually giving them attention. And when you give them attention, they probably like it. If a dog likes it, then they are going to repeat that behavior. So the more attention I give my puppy for biting, the more likely they'll continue to bite. And let's be honest, attention is like gold to your puppy. Good or bad, they don't care. They just know attention is exciting. So what can you do instead? The key is to teach your puppy what you want them to do. We're going to be proactive instead of reactive. We're going to do some management, and then we're going to pair that with teaching our puppy what they can bite. Let me teach you how. We can anticipate that our puppy is going to want to bite and chew, so we offer them things that are appropriate for them to bite and chew. If I see my puppy coming towards me, I'm not going to wait for them to bite my ankle. Instead, I'm going to anticipate they're going to probably do that and find a toy instead that's long, squeaky, crinkly, makes noise, it's fun, and I'm going to introduce that to my puppy to redirect them.
Here's a fun, simple game you can teach your puppy to help with puppy biting. Pull out a fun, squeaky toy that they like, get their attention with it, and then hold the toy up high until your puppy sits. The second your puppy sits, lower the toy so they can bite onto it and then play a gentle game of tug, simply by just walking around the room. And then you can swap it out for a food reward and play again. Your puppy sits, you give them the toy. This way, your puppy is learning sit to say please means I get what I want, and the puppy biting has been eliminated.
If your puppy is playful or teething, give them an appropriate chew to work on. Bella loves this bone here that she's working on. If I want to interact with her, I'll have something like this in between me and my puppy. So the puppy learns I can bite onto this, not on Amy's hands, and then she'll play with me. By redirecting them to something appropriate, you're teaching them this item is okay to bite. Now, while it's great to be proactive, I get it. Sometimes you miss it. The puppy's biting you. If your puppy's latched onto you, I want you to make a simple interruptive noise. So a blow, something, see how she's like, attention, like, what was that, right? As soon as she lets go of your arm or pant leg, then insert toy. So this is where we hand them something appropriate. That's what I mean by redirecting. Step number 2 is management tools. Management is going to be your best friend during the puppy stage. Pens, crates, and baby gates aren't just for house training. They're also perfect for limiting your puppy's access to things they shouldn't bite, including you. Think of these tools as safety zones for your puppy. When your puppy gets overly bitey, they're most likely tired and they need a nap. Pens, crates, and baby gates can all be beneficial in helping you provide safe spaces for your puppy to take a rest. Step number 3 is to watch for triggers. Pay attention to when your puppy is most likely to bite. Is it when they're playing? Is it when they're hungry? Or maybe it's when they're tired. By identifying your puppy's triggers, you'll be able to get out in front of the behavior and redirect your puppy appropriately. How do you identify your puppy's triggers? Here at Baxter & Bella, we teach you all about what we call the puppy biting zones. There are 4 zones, and I'm going to walk you through them right now. Zone number 1 is calm. I know this is where we all want our puppies to be, and I promise throughout the day you will see moments of calm with your puppy. So this is a puppy who's laying around, maybe they just woke up from a nap, maybe they're getting ready to fall asleep. You're able to pet them, maybe rub their bellies, do some puppy massage. They're just relaxing. Zone number 2 is playful. This is the zone where your puppy's wanting to be engaged with you and playful, but not overly excited or energized. So this is a great zone to do some training in. Your puppy's willing to give you attention, they're willing to redirect. You can go through all of the little cues and behaviors that you've been practicing and working on. High fives, shake, sit, down, come, stay, all of those things. Great to work on in zone 2. Zone number 3 is energized. This zone is a little more fun. This is when your puppy has the itch to move, and all puppies need physical exercise. There will be times throughout the day when your puppy just wants to run. So take them outside, take them to a hallway, play some fetch, toss the toy, play recall games, getting your puppy to run to you across the room or from across the yard, all good. So in the energized zone, recognize your puppy needs to move and give them outlets to be able to do that. Zone 4 is over threshold. Think of this as a big red stop sign. When your puppy enters zone 4, they're tired. They're overly stimulated. They're unable to focus on you or a cue that you give them. They're not going to redirect using food or toys. They really are just in reactive mode. So they might be zooming around, they might be biting your ankle, backing away. They really don't want to think and focus. They just are reacting because they're tired, they're overstimulated. So because they're in this over threshold zone, this is your sign that they need downtime. Some people worry if they give their puppies too much sleep during the day that they won't sleep at night, but puppies need 16 to 20 hours of sleep a day, especially when they're little. 8 weeks old, they need a lot of nap times. As they mature into adolescence and adulthood, okay, their sleep goes down, their sleep need. However, we wanna make sure that they're getting plenty of rest throughout the day. So when your puppy hits that zone 4, that's your signal, my puppy needs a nap. I promise you they'll be way less bitey, they'll be more responsive, more cooperative to work with you if they're well rested. One of the best things you can do for your puppy is establish a routine. If they know the daily schedule where I nap from about 9 to 11 a.m. and then we get up and play and then I'm back down for rest time for another hour and then we're back up playing and training and then I'm back in my pen or crate for a nap, your puppy will learn to settle into that routine. They'll get the rest they need and they'll be way less bitey. Remember, with puppy biting, we want to make sure that we don't accidentally reward the biting behavior. We want to make sure that we redirect them to something appropriate to bite on, like toys and chews. We want to use management, so crates, puppy pens, gates, anything you need to create barriers so that when you are working or need to get something done, your puppy can be somewhere safe and have chew toys to play with. We also want to make sure that we are aware of their nap schedules. A tired puppy is a more bitey puppy, so give them naps regularly throughout the day. You'll see that the biting goes way down. And then we also want to make sure that we pay attention to those 4 puppy biting zones. Your puppy's going to go through all 4 zones throughout the day, and they're going to go back and forth between them. We want to manage those and make sure that before our puppy hits that zone 4 over threshold, we're giving them a well-needed nap. And one final tip is puppy biting is normal. Your puppy's growing, they're learning. You're going to need some patience and some consistency to work through this process, but you can absolutely use the tips today to teach your puppy not to bite you. Do you feel like you're living with a furry 4-legged alligator? Don't worry, you are not alone. Recognize if you accidentally reward it, meaning they bite you and you look at them, you talk to them, you give them attention, they'll probably keep biting. So make sure that you are staying out in front of it and asking them or showing them what to do to get attention and rewards. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with your puppy parent friends.